So I've got the delightful pleasure of presenting the award for community impact, and for me it was really important. We have massive numbers of opportunities both in the city and beyond, and we still have people who can't access some of those opportunities. So social value to me is massive and makes perfect business sense. So I was delighted to read how all of the applicants understood and demonstrated some really good social value. And before I mention the winner, I'll talk about some special mentions. So we had some applications, details about how you're all committed to working with young people, so taking on apprenticeships and government kickstart placements. It might not be the most ideal programme, but people took on placements and that was really good. And also an applicant who pays a real living wage and is encouraging others to do exactly the same, which is really important. And all submissions picked up around their charitable donations and their charitable activities. And I just wanted to pick up some of them. So there was some funding for local rugby clubs, health and wellbeing charities, support to reduce homelessness across West Yorkshire. I'm chair of the trustees of St George's Crypt, which is a homeless charity in Leeds. So for me, that was really important to see. There was some funding for the cultural sector and even trips for the circus to young people in some of our priority neighbourhoods, so that was great. Lots of the applications made details about their contribution to net zero and climate agenda, which was great, sustainable materials, some car sharing, some local supply chain opportunities and remote working. But there can only be one winner. And this is for a company who, as well as including information about reducing their carbon footprint and their charitable giving, stood out for their, I think, real demonstrable commitment to having an inclusive workforce. So a couple of stats. Just over 20% of people who identify as having autism are in paid sustainable employment. Only 6% of the advertising industry is represented from people from Black, Asian and minority ethnic communities. The winner of the Community Impact Award has 70% of its colleagues who are neurodiverse and a lot of their team from BAME backgrounds. And they're continuing to increase their commitment to equality, diversity, inclusion by working with a local specialist autism college, providing financial donations and advice, but more importantly to look to offer opportunities, real opportunities and employment and work experience. So therefore I'm delighted to announce that the winners of the Community Impact Award are 21 Degrees Digital. And we've got applause in person. Would you like to say something?
You say, go on.
So you're the one that likes to talk.
No, I did the writing, so you do the talking.
I mean, genuinely bowled away by this. I kind of feel Children's Corner have been robbed.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, yeah.
Yeah, answer to Malawi, if anybody wants to know. But no, I just want to say huge thank you. This actually genuinely means a lot to us. The culture that we try and build, the ethos that we try and kind of instill with everybody that we take on is something that's really important. For those of you that don't know, I used to run a social enterprise that was all about bringing neurodiversity into the workplace, and then met with these guys and said we should merge together, and then they told me that more of their staff were neurodiverse than my staff. True story. So yeah, no, again, it's wonderful to work with these guys. Just want to say
likewise,
thank you
mate.
to both of them. Without you two, I would not be anywhere.
Don't cry. That's
Thank you very much. Thank you. Last one. Just a thank you quickly to Bill as well. This merger that we did and how we sort of formulated everything, we were both individual. What's the word for, not coachees, what's the word? Clients, I want to say? Separate entities. And Bill's helped us over vast amounts, whether it's sort of putting up with phone calls of Rory complaining about what I wanted and Carl wanted, or vice versa, and then really, really helped us sort of, when the chips are down is when I think it's really important to focus on this element. It's very easy. With employment at the moment, we're struggling to find certain individuals that meet what we need and what we stand for off the paper as well as on the paper, and Bill sort of always is there to sort of say, well, just sit tight and kind of work it from there, really. So yeah, thank you, Bill.
An absolute pleasure.
Thank you.